another great day. Hope you guys are having a great day too, by the way. You might ask, why am I having a great day? Well, I'm about to be on my way to Rush Offroad in Kentucky for the Ultra 4 race and the anniversary bash that they got going on there. Got the X3 on the trailer. Just did some cool stuff with that last night. You'll see that on video. If you haven't already, you should go watch that video. It'll be out before this. So go take a peek at that once you're done with this video if you haven't already. But I'm about to hit the road. It's about a 7-hour drive down there. Gonna get there probably 1:30 in the morning, so gonna be a late night. Longest tow so far for the old D-Max. See how it's gonna do. It's gonna do pretty good, I'm calling it right now. Hopefully didn't jinx myself. But yeah, I'm hitting the road, and I'll check in with you guys when I get down there. Oh, flash. All right, we made it down here, Rush Offroad, just after midnight, made pretty good time. Only had to stop for gas once. Didn't stop for food. Kind of regretting that, I'm pretty hungry. But some unfortunate news. My friend Cody Martin, who I'm driving with, thought it'd be a good idea to, talk some crap on Instagram. Check out his story.
Hey Rick Spencer, I got an idea. So you left earlier than I did, but you've got a much further drive. You've been on the road for a few hours. I just left the house, but we both got about 4.5 hours to, we're both at Rush. So why don't we get the racing started a little early and see who can beat who to Rush. We'll both be pulling in right around 12 o'clock, midnight. You're in the little baby Max, and I'm in the 450 with a 50-foot trailer. I mean, stacking those odds against each other, and that seems pretty fair. Baby Max with a little baby trailer, and the Ford pulling a big trailer. So odds should be about even. What do you say?
And well, what happens when you do that? This thing called karma comes around. It's probably bit everyone. It's bit me before. Yeah. Well, Cody blew his truck up on his way here, so I win. Rich rules, baby. Just waiting for him to show up. He's like 3 hours behind now, so he had to get a different truck to tow his 50-foot trailer here with the 2 machines in it. So that's unfortunate, but I'm here. That's cool. Apparently a semi is jackknifed up here and can't go anywhere. So I'll touch base with you guys in the morning. Maybe I'm going to go to bed here tonight. I don't know. Well, it's the next morning. Had a delightful night's sleep. Probably most sleep I've gotten, well, last week, I'd say. Cody made it here. I think he got here about 4 a.m. Let's go talk with him. See what he has to say.
Apparently, diesel motors and my trailer and racing experiences don't go together, so This will be motor number 3 in tow rigs in the last 2 years. So motor seized up in the Ford.
Oh, that's a tough one. Coincidentally, yeah. Right after you paid a post on Instagram, calling me out, wanting to race here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're ever going to live that down.
And for everyone that's going to say something about me talking smack about Duramaxes, I've already gone through 2 motors in those. That's why I switched to the Ford. So
like how this race works, it's like a moto, right? You said we raced for how long, and then
yeah, so it's an hour and a half plus 1 lap.
Okay.
So they'll do it off the leader's time. So whoever's leading the race, once an hour and a half gets here, once they come through the finish line, they got one, their final lap, and then everyone that comes in after the leader is finished and done. They don't, go back out for another lap or anything like that. So. Yeah.
All right, well, let's unload this stuff and maybe work on some stuff.
Yep.
And go out eventually.
Get some stuff ready.
Yeah.
I think we'll be good to go.
Yep. Adventure lifestyle, dude. Be adventurous. Live on the edge.
I agree.
We can't be adventurous with broke legs.
Hey, that's a good co-driver trying to get us to break our
legs. This is how we're going to win.
That's why Cody got me up there.
That would be funny. While they're pre-running. Bacon up there in 90 degrees.
Oh, that wasn't any fun. All right, it's about 12:30. We're just going to do a little driving around, scope the course out. It's super hot already here, which is very nice. Came from Michigan. It was in the 40s. That sucked. Just going to do some driving around the course. Maybe make some notes on the GPS, passing areas, any weird stuff that's there. Just see what's out there. So I'm excited. Again, never been here. Looking forward to see this course. Looking forward to seeing this whole area. It's a pretty cool place. Let's get in the unit and go for a little stroll. just did our first lap here. Just mapped out the course. We didn't really take any notes. We were just kind of trying to figure out what the general route is. So now that we have that, we can go back, do another lap, mark some important stuff in the GPS, you know, stuff to watch out for, lanes we want to take, stuff we can take if we have to, super secret stuff. But this place is super cool. This course is just filled with pretty much everything. I mean, there's a ton of high-speed stuff. There's technical spots where you really need low. There's narrower spots. There's mud. It's really cool. So it's going to be nuts in the race. Oh man, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. I'm just going to call it. I'm going to have to drive one of these events someday. This is in Richard Rule's heart, is being out someplace like this. Getting a feel for it, though, in the passenger seat navigating is in itself its own experience. So let's talk to Cody, see what he thinks about the course. Well, lap 1, we didn't break anything. That's a good day.
No, it's for sure. Typical Rush kind of track. So a lot of high-speed stuff. This year they've kind of incorporated some almost like old school GNCC stuff, like real tight, technical, just raw wood sections. So that's not something that we typically see out here, but everything else is pretty fast-paced. Rush is known to have some pretty good holes and G-outs and stuff like that. So when we go back, we'll make all our notes of what we need to watch out for. That's what cost me the race last year. Is we hit kind of a rock ledge sticking up, and we broke 2 wheels almost immediately. So we want to mark all that stuff. It's going to be super dusty. With having 50+ machines in our class, we're going to have to be up front and have to be in front of some of this dust and just know where we're at.
We need to qualify strong.
Yeah,
strong.
No rollovers.
No, none. Not in the race, not in qualifying. Zero rollovers, 0 broken wheels, 0 broken anything, except records maybe.
I think it's going to be a fun course, though. I think it's going to be a good
Yeah, this place looks nuts. So we're going to head back out there, take some notes, and man, I need a nap at some point today. I'm cooked.
Well, we got lots of pre-running to do. We still got to work on the race car, switch some axles and stuff out, and we'll nap later.
All right, I can live with that.
Yeah.
We just got back to camp, and Cody, man, sometimes he has really good ideas when he's not rolling over vehicles or blowing up motors. He said, hey, why don't you get your machine out, and we'll compare lines when there's options. You can take one way, I can take the other, and we'll see who gets to the other end first. So that's a genius idea. So I think I'm going to get mine off the trailer, button up the back end of it, put the bed on, tail lights, all that good stuff, make it look like an actual X3, and then just go out here and put it through its paces. It's going to be a good test for this machine, so interested to see how it'll do. John Whalen, I'm sorry if I break this thing before I have to bring it back to you, just saying. Well, the bed's on the X3. I gotta tighten down the shocks yet, and I got brakes on that side. Here's the ones that came off. Typical, it's about a couple rides worth. Put some brand used brake pads on this thing, no big deal. And we're just about ready to take this thing out and see how she does. Looking forward to that.
Either way.
Yep.
And roll with it. How's that thing feeling?
Oh, it's stupid. Like,
How
it takes a little bit for it to come on, but like when it does, it's,
there?
yeah, it's too much.
That's it. Couldn't imagine any more power.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Yeah.
Not this much. All right, it's the next morning, qualifying morning, and also race day, so that's going to be later. But we're going to head to the qualifying right now and hopefully get a good position. Apparently it's a fast course. I haven't really seen the qualifying lap, so need a good qualifying run though, because it's going to be super dusty. We need to stay out front, and it's going to be a challenge if we can't do that. So we're going to head down there, see what we can see. All right, it's Cody's time to shine. He's pulling up to the starting line. See how he does. There he goes.
Paul Wolf second. Kyle Cheney in that third position. Tyler Gibbs fourth.
Qualifying's over. We ended up in position 11 to start with out of, I think, 61 total machines in the race, so that's pretty good. It's going to be super dusty though, like I talked about earlier. It's going to be hard to navigate. Just going to have to be slow and be consistent, not roll, not run into a tree. If we can follow that strategy, I think we'll be in good shape. So it's been a cool couple days out here so far, having a really good time. Glad I got to take the X3 out and get that broke in, put a little heat in her. I'm just having a really good time. So race is in a couple hours. We're going to start getting ready for that. And yeah, do a little video on that. You guys will see that in a couple days. I appreciate your support in this matter as always. Hope you guys are liking what's going on. A lot more action coming. And I just acquired this trailer for free. Thanks, Jay Shaw. Appreciate it. And yeah, see you guys in a couple days.